Hey guys, it's me, 8044. Today, guys, I'm gonna give you guys my match review of Granada 1, FC Barcelona 1. And this is a big missed opportunity for Barcelona to get in the top 4. And this is quite surprising to say this, and some people might be surprised to say this, but I think we should count ourselves lucky we got a draw. Because we were down to 10 men, and Granada put so much pressure upon us. And it almost seemed like whenever we scored, it almost seemed like we didn't really want to extend our lead. And that's my issue here is that obviously we didn't have the same intensity. And that's my issue with this Barca team is that a 1-0 lead is never enough. A 1-0 lead is never enough. I don't care what team you're playing against. This is the game that Barcelona should have been walking out of here with a W. Okay, and I know some people blame Gavi for the whole send-off thing. I know people will do that. I know some people will blame Xavi for bringing on Depay and everything. You can blame all you want. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you blame. The result will still just stay the same. We still draw points in a game that we probably shouldn't have. So let's go over the lineup real quick, and then obviously we'll talk about the first half, second half, and then give you guys my overall thoughts. So let's look at the lineup that was put out from Xavi Hernandez for the first half. I gotta say, Ter Stegen, okay, that made sense. Dani Alves, PK, Garcia, Alba, Gavi, Busquets, Nico, and then Jutkala, Luke De Jong, Usman Dembele. My only issue with that 11 was basically no Abde. I would have liked to have seen Abde actually start this game or Ilyas Okama. Either the two should have started and basically in place of Jutkala. Okay? That's what I would have done. Everything else, the starting 11 was pretty spot on in my opinion. Pretty spot on. Yeah, I mean, you could maybe make a push to put Puig in for Nico Gonzalez. You could have potentially done that. But honestly, I think this is 11 that I'm fairly okay with. And Barca started off very good. Started out very good indeed. Barca had some good opportunities. Luke De Jong in particular had a great game. In particular, he had a scorpion kick there. Granada had the chance early on. I believe that was from a free kick. And then Luke De Jong had an offside goal. There was a goal that was actually offside, didn't count, and it was very interesting because this goal was a very interesting decision because many of the people will say this was a very close decision. So you guys can see here, no goal after considering evidence from several angles. Viewer decides Gavi was just offside before the cross went in for De Jong to head home. That was a close call, but the game remains goalless. That was definitely a very close call, and you could honestly make an argument that could have been onside as well. In my personal opinion, judging from the angles, it seemed like his arm was offside, but the rest of the body, it seemed like it stayed on side. Now, if I were the referee, I would have personally counted. It depends on the rules interpretation. And we know in the Premier League, I believe something like this happened like 2 seasons ago, where I believe Wolves scored a goal against Liverpool, where I believe his arm was offside and the goal didn't stand. So if we're going by that logic, then this goal shouldn't have stand. But my question is, are we really gonna go be that scrutinized? Are we really gonna go by your body parts? Are we really going to like make a decision based on how far your arm is outside the line? Because if we're going to go by that, then we're going to be here all day because that's going to take forever. So it depends on which interpretation you look at it. Because for me, honestly, in my opinion, if your arm is just slinging outside a little bit over the line, a little bit, just a little bit, then I think it's okay. But if you're like your entire, like I said, it has to be very precise. And for me, I would say the goal was a pretty controversial. A lot of people maybe make arguments that goal should have stood. Maybe some people would say the goal should not stand. But regardless of whatever you guys think, the goal didn't count. And that's ultimately the referee's decision. The referee ultimately makes a choice whether the goal stands or not. And I personally believe, going by that rule, I think the goal was, I guess, rightfully disallowed. Okay, but I could maybe see why people would say the goal should stand. Anyways, Luke De Jong got furious with that call, and it was interesting, right? Because, like I said, once again, he did a very was a scissor kick right there. I think that was the one in the 15th minute, and you guys can see, right, Luke De Jong was really one of our best players, and then Gavi got a yellow card there, which turned out to be very very interesting indeed. And then what a save that was from by Ter Stegen. That was a great save from Ter Stegen. That's a great save in the 26th minute. And that was a great save from Ter Stegen. Um, and as you guys can see here, and that was pretty much the end of the first half. It was pretty much very much a very much a solid first half from Barca, so you guys can say. And now let's go look at what this is. Surely unimpressed by first 45 minutes, Xavi has several viable options. Odin should be open to shake his side up In the second period, with Depay, Abdic, Prime kind of appear from the bench. Barcelona may will to wake a more direct route to if they're able to break it down an in-form home side of the interval. The disallowed good young goal and driven effort from Machi's side has been a first half of few highlights of Los Sarminas, with the hosts happy to soak a pressure and counter, while his visitors failed to combine either quickly or cleverly enough in the final third. Granada have shown glimpses of their attacking potential, which Moreno may be willing to unleash as the second half progresses, but only De Jong's link play has looked like opening the door for a flat Barca, and certainly clear why they regularly fail to turn draws into victories this term. Yeah, it's very interesting, right? Because, like I said, guys, at that first half, I believe I saw the stat was like Barcelona had 7 shots, no shots on target. And I think Granada had 6 shots, 1 target. I think that's the Machi's effort. That's the one shot on target. So yeah, okay. Then came a big decision where at long leg came on for Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia went off injured. Long leg soon got a yellow card soon, and then came this goal. I was like, yes, let's go, guys. Danny Alves put an assist beautifully into the box, and it was a great header from Luke De Jong. Great header indeed, and it was a great goal indeed. And we lead 1-0, and I was like, yes, let's go, let's go. And then Jutkala came, Abde came on for Jutkala, and this is where I have to blame Xavi for this one. Memphis Depay came on for Luke De Jong. I have to say, why on the earth would you take Luke De Jong off? He was one of our best players this game. He was one of the reasons why we're actually leading, and you to bring on Depay, who has not been great for us. You know, I could have maybe understand if you bring Depay on for Dembele, who I didn't think have a good game either, or maybe take on Jutkala, but bringing on Luke De Jong was such a bad idea in my opinion. And then Granada made their substitute. They brought in Alex Coyat. Depay got a yellow card there. And then came the moment. This is where I would say Granada really started to grow into the game, and they really started to see the opportunity. And the Alves made a really good tackle there, and Abde had a really good chance to score there, and then Gavi got sent off. This was a second yellow, and it's really interesting because he actually takes down Alex Collado, who we know is a Barca player that's on loan there, so it's very, very interesting. Then came Alvaro Sanz for Ousmane Dembele. Abde got a yellow card. And then PK was lucky to get another yellow, you could argue. He should have, some people would say he should have been sent off as well because I remember he made a bad tackle towards the end. And the Portos equalized. And of course, it's the corner taken quickly. Of course, we know that meme from what Liverpool did to us. And of course, they did it as well. And it's a great goal, man. It's a great goal indeed. You can't really you can't really complain that. And like I said, guys, it was definitely more eventful. Second half was definitely the half to watch. And the sad part is that Granada really started to get into the game after Gavi got sent off. So, like I said, if we didn't go down to 10 men, would we have won this? If we didn't go down to 10 men, would we have won this game? Most likely, yes. We probably would have won this match if we were with 11 players. But that's just the reality of the matter, you know. And for me, Gavi, he's definitely at fault for us for losing if we're drawing this match. You can also argue Longley as well for the terrible defending there. Xavi as well. And like I said, guys, this was a game that we needed to win. And with that said, guys, this is our next game is going to be against Alaves. And that's a game that we simply have to win. It's going to be January 23rd. And it's going to be big because we're going to have 2 games. We're going to have a little break in La Liga. We're going to play the Supercopa de España. And if we reach the final, we'll play the game on that Sunday. And then we have the Copa del Rey game and then this game. So these 3 games, man, this game in particular, we simply have to win. And the Rayo Vallecano game got postponed. And with that point, guys, we still remain we actually dropped down to 6th place, and with Atletico Madrid, Betis, Sevilla having to play their match. So, like I said, Rayo Vallecano, they could jump ahead of us. Villarreal could jump ahead of us. Actually, Villarreal can't. Rayo Vallecano can. So, like I said, guys, it's a very, very tough draw indeed, and it's a game that we should have won. It's a game that we should have won. But honestly, guys, considering we went down to 10 men, I think I'm okay with the point. See, going down to 10 men, getting the point is okay. Now, if we went down to 10 men, we lost, then that would be disastrous. But luckily for us, that didn't happen. And it's crazy that we only created 1 shot on target as well. So very, very poor indeed. But like I said, guys, we'll bounce back from here. I'm confident with that. And we're going to have more available players for the games. You know, Alaves, Ansu Fati should be back for that game. Pedri should be back as well, which is going to be 2 big, massive squad players to help us a lot. So that's pretty much it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure you guys comment and subscribe. And make sure you guys check out my description below for my other platforms. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.